From Vitavon, we have shock caps, the spring retainers, and lower rod ends right here, plus new adjusters for the XRT. For the XRT, we have new stiff springs. These are like 3.12 millimeters or something like that. Almost like 1/8 inch diameter wire in these things. He doesn't give a spring rate, but these are meant for the XRT with the big can motors. Mine doesn't have a big motor yet. One day it will, but these are going on right here. Now, to top it all off, the spring retainers and all that stuff, right? He's actually got shocks for the SCX6. Pretty darn nice, but that's another day. Guys, let's get to the table. The stock shocks. These are about to get upgraded. Notice his spring adjusters. They're set up almost like a sleeve. So, yeah, there shouldn't be any threads left over showing on that. Very nice. The new spring retainers and rod ends, look at that. Beautiful job. And yes, it has a locking bolt on it to keep this from falling off. Here's the shock cap with O-ring and a functional bleeder screw. Very nice. The shocks are relatively easy. Pull this bolt out right here and you can pop the spring retainer off. Spring comes loose. We're going to take the rod end off at the bottom, take the top off, and change all that out. Now the O-ring that's in here, you can use this if you want an emulsion style shock. I want to try to keep the bladder in there. So let's see if I can make this work without the O-ring. So let's just see how this works. I think it's going to work just fine. That is a heck of a shock top, let me tell you. Wow. I'll tell you one thing, this is absolutely for the heavier trucks. Wow. Holy moly. It's one. Woo! Stiff spring, look at that. Huh. Good Lord. Wow. Here we are. Now, since these springs are really stiff, I mean, they really are, I'm going to put this one in the back because the back's got a little bit more weight and let the front work a little bit, but still got the new spring here, kept the stock plastic collar right there, caps, bottoms, everything is on. Make sure you add a little bit of medium strength thread lock to the bottoms here, and you're ready to go. While I'm over there putting the new stuff on the XRT, I want to show you these right here. I am absolutely thrilled that he's got into shocks. This is for the SCX6, but he's got the tops, he's got the bodies, everything. It's all full on Vitavon, so you can expect more out of this line of products from Vitavon. Nice end right there. Very nice. With two big 4S batteries in here, I'm thinking, since my truck doesn't have the gigantic motor or any of that stuff, I'm thinking I need to put the normal shock adjusters on. That is pretty much like topped out right there. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll save these for when this thing gets heavy. There we go. Okay, now I do want to go over one thing about these springs. 3.2 millimeter wire, 2.9 millimeter wire. We'll test this out real quick. 2.9 right there. 3.2 right there. Now I'm using these calipers. These are very cheap, all plastic calipers. I do have these on the website, and let me tell you, they're cheap. Like 10 bucks. And don't put these near heat. But they seem to do fine. Now back to the springs. So these right here, these have a much higher spring rate. Now, say you push 10 pounds on these, they go down 1 inch, okay? You put 10 pounds on these and they go down like 3/4 of an inch. That's not exaggerating here. So these get progressively stiffer as you compress it. Now, generally speaking, all springs do that, but the design of the spring can make a big difference. You can see the difference in coil spacing right there. So there is a difference in the springs. So yeah, there's a difference. Speaking of that difference, there's actually a different spring rate front and back on the XRT right out of the box. Just thought I would point that out there. Vitavon is known for being tight on tolerances. So if you have any issues getting the pins in, a little bit of that right there will make all the difference in the world. Simple and easy. Here we go. I will not have a saggy rear end on this one at all. All right, now the batteries I'm running are 9,500 milliamp CNHLs, and I still got the stock motor, all that stuff. If you got the big motor, these springs are a must, possibly the different adjusters and all that stuff. But I believe like the spring caps and all that with the different adjuster is meant for the soft springs or the stock springs. So I kind of went a little bit overboard putting everything together. But if you're going to do this, yeah, you're going to need this stuff, especially if you go heavy. And there we have the shock mods right there. I got my hopes up for these springs. The shock tops and bottoms, that's a beautiful thing. The springs, I think, are kind of necessary, especially, just like I said, especially when you have the big motor in this thing. Like, say you want to go 12S. Now you can, and now the thing will be sprung correctly. Yeah. I've kind of been thinking about that. But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'll put links down below for all this stuff. Now, I get to take this thing outside for the drive. Yeah. Guys, you're awesome. You're why I'm here. Thank you. Have a great day. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.